What he does is he turns on that water hose, forgets about the water, or acts like he forgets about it, leaves it on for more than 10 or 15 minutes, and allows that water to fill up around that tree area. He does that with all the trees in his front yard. All those pine trees in the front yard, they all have deep circles around them because he fills them up with pools of water. He like a little pool around them, a little mound pool of water around those trees. Each time he does it, reason, so it blocks the sun from our area, and so that our trees die out, because our trees, the plants that I'm growing, they require a lot of full sunlight. And someone that knows that blocking the sunlight will will not allow the plants to be as vibrant as they would be normally without someone trying to block the sunlight by overwatering trees that don't need that much water. But he does this every week, and then he also has, in that bush that he just passes, he puts the water hose in there as well and just lets that fill with nothing but water all around that whole thing. And he has one other bush behind this bush, and it actually has a hidden water sprinkler that he hooked up himself. And he put those plants in himself. And he had the owner come over and tell me something about my ficus that's in the ground. And had the owner tell me, oh, I didn't tell you you can, put your plants in the ground, but he didn't tell me to take them out. Just because the owner knew he was in the wrong, because he didn't tell this guy about his plants that are in the ground that he has all over his yard and so on. And he put in his own sprinklers. And the guy put in his own sprinklers and connected it to the sprinkler system, and overruns the water sprinklers every night for at least an hour. Water system at night starts around 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock and doesn't finish till 10 or 9 o'clock. And this is every night, and so on. Oh, and the water's still running while he's not in view right now. The whole time the water's running around that tree. Oh, and all this so-called yard work that he thinks is very productive and functional, he's only doing it to redeem himself, to show that yesterday's mess is nothing to him today. So he does all this work to brush off everything to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm righteous and I did, good work, so therefore I should be left alone. But in reality, it's just a diversion, just to walk around the property and his power tripping ways. Stares down the camera, mad dogs the camera each time he comes and goes out of his driveway. You know, we don't need all that. He's unpredictable, unbalanced every day, and everybody that he associates with are right behind him in a wicked rat pack. So it's all good. I'm just gonna take down all these wicked rat packs. Oh, and the lady next door is also his sidekick. She drives a white little hybrid. She lives right next door, right behind the mailboxes. She leaves her window open when this guy is out in the front yard, and she leaves it open. They watch each other's back. He does stupid shit to us to provoke us so that I go to jail or whatever. And she sits in her bathroom window. Why I know it's her bathroom window? Because I saw him coming off her porch one day telling her, I'm gonna do whatever I can to get these motherfuckers out of here. I'm gonna do whatever I can within my power. And he was coming off of her porch. And when I caught him saying that, once he turned the corner from her little fence area, from off her porch area, he got really pissed off and tried to charge at me, but my gate was closed, and he air swung at me. But anyways, she's part of the bullshit as well. Allowing her dogs to bark every day. She has like probably two little mutt chihuahuas that just yip all day, all night, especially when we're outside every time. These two idiots, they put their dogs on the porches and just let them bark all day for no apparent reason, and he's still allowing his dog to exit in and out of his house area, not just his little porch area, but outside his drive-through right there, the gate. He's still allowing the dog to walk without a leash and use the empty lot right next door as its own bathroom when he's been told so by the cops and by the lot owner himself not to be using that lot as his own private in area. So he's still doing that, and the cops have told him too that that they'll ticket him, including animal control, but he thinks he's above the law, and that's what he does every day. Oh, and I don't know why some stores allow him to take his dog in the store, but I've been to A&PM and they didn't allow me to take my dog in the store. There's a whole lot of double standards in this town. A lot of that shit's gonna stop too. Oh, and one other thing, ever since we moved here, we've been finding broken pieces of glass in the backyard, and I'm thinking it's either him or her, the lady that lives right next door to me. Two nasty, wicked, fat, nasty ladies that associate with him every day and think that whatever he does is pretty entertaining. Anyways, the fact being, I don't know which one of it, but I know for a fact he goes over there every day. Soon as something happens over here or whatever, if he doesn't contact the guy across the street, Warren, about the bullshit that he missed or whatever and what he needs to hear. Anyways, she she allows all this to go on, and it's not right. And not only that, I think she's throwing broken pieces of glass in my backyard, including trash flying out of her trash can every time she opens up her trash can that's outside, the one that goes outside when you need to get your trash cans taken out. Anyways, what I think is, if she's not doing it, which I know for a fact she is, if not, correct me if I'm wrong, but if not, she's allowing him to go over there every day, because it seems like every other day, if not, when I wake up in the morning to take my dog out to use the restroom, I notice new pieces of big pieces of glass, and besides trash. And I know for a fact he goes over there, and I wouldn't doubt if he goes all the way in the back of her little backyard area, which kind of looks like an empty lot, It goes all the way behind our area, our fence, our white fence in the backyard of our area, and it is possible that he can throw pieces of trash, broken, whatever, in order to harm my dog or whatever. So that's that.